That's all right. Glenn and Leah both was. Leah was one of my first dates. Her sister Karen, who dated my brother Dell.
It isn't bloody, it's emotional.
That's what I was in my first date.
I noticed, nobody wants to talk in that class. Everybody keeps chatting, but nobody looks over at you. They look over at you.
Shipper decker. Oh my God, both shoulder-legged. Yes.
Well, if he goes to work at 6, before I get to our house, he'll be arriving at 6. Yeah, we don't get up until 7:30. No, you go around to the back door. I'll do that.
All right, well. Oh, yeah. We'll wake up.
I'll leave the door unlocked. Yeah, you can cook breakfast. I'll have a hot pot of coffee.
One, two, three, 1, 2. Seems okay.
Good morning, everyone. If we say thank you for being here with Unity of East Louisville this morning. My name is David Kemp. I'm one of your chaplains here. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the sanctuary this morning. And I'm a collector of things, not so much lamps and stuff like that, but sayings. And I saw one this morning that really made sense to me. It was from a early of the 20th century Will Rogers quote, and it was about worry. And it says, "I know worry works. Everything I ever worried about never came true." And he was a humorist, and there's some humor in the way we look at ourselves and things. But we have the opportunity this morning to, if you choose to, close your eyes and go deep inside with a deep breath to where there's only two people that matter to you in the world that are really close to you. That's yourself and whoever you choose to call your higher power, God, the universe. And listen for that small voice. That small voice removes the worry. It allows us to breathe. It allows us to center. We are made in the image and likeness of God. Whatever God looks like to you is what you look like to yourself. So please take a deep moment, breathe, and say thank you for this day. Thank you for the people in this sanctuary. Thank you for the opportunity to hear great speakers today. Thank you for the opportunity to just be, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Dave. And good morning, everybody. You ready to stand and sing? I think we're still doing this Big Light of Mine.
This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When in doubt and darkness, I'm gonna let it shine. When in doubt and darkness, I'm gonna let it shine. When I greet my brothers, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When I greet my sisters, I'm gonna let it shine. When I greet my sisters, I'm gonna let it shine. When I greet my sisters, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When I need an answer, I'm gonna let it shine. When I need an answer, I'm gonna let it shine. When I let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you, Don. He always goes an extra few keys to make it more fun for us. Let's say our mission statement together. We are a spiritual community inspiring transformation through love, joy, and integrity. Thank you. Please be seated. Well, good morning and welcome to Unity of East Louisville. And wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. It's a good time of the world to be at Unity because we feel like we're just close together and loving, warm community, and this is a time when we need that. So thanks to everybody who made today possible, because there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that makes each service possible, and Les is over there finding us wonderful musicians and taking care of the sound, and Laura is over there doing the tech this morning, which I always say is the hardest part. The ushers and greeters are here to greet you with a smile, and if you're new today, we welcome you and hope you got a welcome packet if you'd like one. If there's nobody new, then we welcome you back again. We have our chaplains are here to pray with you at the end of the service. We have our wonderful Don that I already mentioned, who always goes the extra mile finding good songs for us to play. Thank you, Don, for being here. And we have our guest musicians, Bill Clark and Katrina Harper. Thanks for being here again. We always love your music. It's so fun. We have great music every week, and we never know who's going to be here. But thanks to Les, he organizes all that for us. And we have our wonderful own Dr. Lavina Wilkin, who is going to speak on practices for personal and communal transformation. So yay, Lavina is back again. Thanks for being here. All right, let's see. We got a few announcements. It's almost Christmas time. No, it's almost Thanksgiving, really. If you haven't already done so, please turn off your cell phones. Thanks. Pat's not here to thank him again, but he and my husband and probably Dave, too, have been doing a lot of work outside. So keep that in mind when you look at how they've trimmed all the bamboo trees back there and cleaned them all away and done a lot of work. Okay, coming up soon on December 6th and December 7th, I think Valerie is going to lead a gift to self-healing the inner child. Friday, December 6th, 6:30, and Saturday, December 7th, 10 to 12. More information about all this is on your weekly email, and if you don't get the weekly email, you can sign up at the back so that you can receive that and know what's going on. December 8th, after church, we're going to decorate for Christmas. See, I told you it was almost Christmas. All right, and December 19th, a Thursday, we have our annual candlelight service, which is always beautiful. If you haven't been, you've got to come to see that this year to enjoy it. It's 7 to 8 on Thursday, December 19th, and afterwards we have a cookie exchange. But it's just beautiful. The music just is just so wonderful. And my husband and I are going to be hosting a Christmas party this year. It's going to be an open house on December 13th from 6 to 9, and we'll be coming out with more information later about all that. But everybody's welcome, and you can drop by. We're just going to have appetizers and desserts, and you can drop by and enjoy some Christmas holiday cheer with us. All right, a couple of dad jokes, and then we'll get on with the day. To whoever stole my copy of my Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word. Good one. All right, I got a little joke for you. A private eye had just moved into her new office when there was a knock at the door. She wanted to make a good impression, so she yelled, "Come in," and pretended to be on the phone talking to someone important. The visitor waited patiently, and after a minute, the detective hung up the phone and said, "As you can see, I'm very busy. What can I do for you?" Not much, replied the visitor. I'm here to hook up your phone. Greet each other in love and joy.
spiral of expansion. I am greater than enough. I am compassionate and trusting. I am strong when it seems tough. Although I'm living a human existence, in truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. Although I'm living a human existence, in truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. I am in the sleep created. I am intuitively wise. I am here in divine timing. I am sight beyond my eyes. Although I'm living a human existence, in truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. Though I am living a human existence, in truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. I am all that I desire. I am the mirror of God's light. I am faithfully embracing. I am the gift of my birthright. Although I am living a human existence, in truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. Although I am living a human existence, in truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. In truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. In truth I'm a being of the spiritual realm. Good job, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The daily word is prosperity. I release worry and know prosperity. Perhaps the greatest gift of a prosperity consciousness is freedom from worry. It is knowing that as a divine being, I can draw from an infinite storehouse of divine ideas and prosper myself in infinite ways. This awareness helps me keep the things of the world in proper perspective. Like anyone, I will know times of plenty and times of lack. Understanding my prosperity as a spiritual truth and not the quality or number of my belongings or the amount of money I have in the bank gives me the agency to direct my life. I am prosperous. As I affirm this truth again and again, I grow richer in divine ideas, the building blocks of everything on earth. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Matthew 6:25.
Our Creator, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart goes deeper into my God.
And so now, as we take this time to go in deeper, connecting with that infinite source of all that is, we allow any thoughts, any worries, just to pass through, acknowledging it, observing it, and letting it go. Taking a deep breath in and feeling the flow of life moving through you. Allowing for that openness to happen. Taking another deep breath in and feeling that love flowing through you as you go deeper within. We continue to allow all the busyness, all the thoughts that have captured our attention this week. We let it go. We be present in this now moment, in this holy space, this community of love and peace. Knowing you are safe here, safe to connect to that divine intelligence that is all around you, moving through you, as you. As you continue to still yourself. If there's a question, guidance that you're seeking, now is the time to ask Spirit to guide you to the right and perfect answer, whatever it may be. Knowing you are whole and healthy, living an abundant life filled with love and joy. now that we've asked for the guidance. We see ourselves surrounded in that light of love and wisdom, allowing that golden light to move in through the top of our being, and gently swirl through, opening and receptive to all the good that is flowing in and through us, to all the answers right here, right now, in the silence. And now as we take a breath, we continue to listen for that divine guidance, knowing it is already there. We are tuned in and ready for the transformation of our own being, transformation of our thoughts, our beliefs. Stand in truth as love and wisdom. Allowing compassion and understanding in all relationships. And walking the spiritual journey with joy and peace radiating in every cell of our body. We are filled with abundant love, wholeness in mind, body, and spirit. We live in gratitude for all experiences on this path, for ourselves and for every being present. We bless and shine our lights as one. So it is. Amen.
We played recently for a hurricane relief party benefit for all the folks in North Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida. And about the same time that the hurricane hit, happened to find a song that I'd written back in the 1970s, and a lot of it sort of applies. So Katrina and I are going to do this song. It's called Ship Upon the Water. The lamp lights up the day when the sun is gone away. When the sun is gone, your love shown me the way. When day becomes the night, your love has been my light. My light of day becomes my light of night. When the bridge was washed away, your love showed me the way. It made me feel so good inside. When the river got too high, your love kept me dry. Like a ship upon the waters that was safe. Like a ship upon the water that was safe. No matter what I do, I always come back to you. No matter how far we have drifted apart. And when the stars up in the sky they fall down and die, I'll still be falling for you. And when the bridge was washed away, your love showed me the way. It made me feel so good inside. And when the river got too high, your love kept me dry. Like a ship upon the waters that was safe. Like a ship upon the waters that was safe. And when the bridge was washed away, your love showed me the way. It made me feel so good inside. And when the river got too high, your love kept me dry. It's like a ship upon the waters that we sail. Like a ship upon the waters that we sail.
Wow, thank you. That was so beautiful, thank you. And good morning. I just want to thank all of you for being here today. You really bless me with your presence, and I am so grateful for all of you. So many of you know that over the past several weeks, we have been reflecting on Paul Smith's book, Integral Christianity, Spirit's Call to Evolve. For me, reading and studying this book has really been a reflective opportunity for me to question old and possibly limiting beliefs, to open my heart to new ways of being, to try and better understand people who may not believe the way I believe or respond the way that I respond, and truly to embrace the infinite possibilities that we have to evolve to a profound level of spirituality. So the final wrap-up of the book is, it covers self-care, a transformative spiritual community, and shining our light out into the world. So that is what I'm talking about today. And I feel like I say this every time I speak, but it's such synchronicity that I feel that my angels, my guides, the universe, give me these opportunities to do a talk because there's something that I need to grow into. There's a place I need to grow. And it's also Valerie's meditation, Dave's prayer, the music, the daily word, they fit in so beautifully with what I've written. So I love that. One of the things that kept coming up for me as I was preparing for this talk today was, and I saw it written a couple of times, what I give my attention to shows up in my life. So I question, what is it that I want to show up? Is it fear and angst, or is it love and light? And so today I am choosing love and light. Spirit's call to evolve. Evolving, changing, transforming can really be difficult. There is a human part of me that truly wants to cling to those old ways, even when I know that they're no longer serving me. A question I ask myself a lot is, what is mine to do in this world? And part of what is mine to do is to be courageous enough to evolve and to grow and to deepen my spirituality and to deepen my relationship with spirit, with myself, and with all of humanity. And as Kristen said last week, sometimes that evolution, that transformation can come with just a wee bit of fear because we're letting go of things that we may have been taught as children. They are ingrained in us. They are part of us. It feels like I'm giving up a piece of myself. And even though letting go can be difficult, when I do release those old patterns of thinking, I make room for new thoughts that can help me partner with spirit and to co-create a beautiful, fulfilling life that is overflowing with love and peace and joy and abundance and health. I found it really interesting in Smith's book where he cited that medical study that even when doctors told seriously ill heart patients that if they didn't change their diets, start to exercise, and stop smoking, that they were at a high risk of transitioning from this existence. And only 1 in 7 patients actually made the change. 1 in 7. And it's not that the other 6 didn't want to live, but I think that that story really profoundly illustrates just how difficult it can be to make changes in our lives. So there was once a man who noticed this beautiful woven cocoon outside of his home. Every day he watched the cocoon, hoping to get the first glance of the butterfly as it emerged. One day he was excited to see this tiny hole, and he watched intently. After a while, he noticed that the hole wasn't getting any bigger, and the butterfly was really struggling. The man watched in dismay as it appeared that the butterfly was not going to be able to emerge. So finally he went into his house and he got a pair of scissors and he carefully cut the cocoon, allowing the butterfly to leave. Sadly, the butterfly dropped to the ground. Her stomach was swollen and distended. Her wings were small and shriveled. And eventually the butterfly died without ever flying. What the man did not know was the challenging act of forcing her body through that tiny hole pushed all the fluid from her stomach into her wings and would allow her to fly to her fullest glory. And like the butterfly, when we do the work, when we face the challenges, we are able to fly to our fullest glory. When I look back at my life and I remember any challenges that I faced, I know in my heart of hearts that I am a stronger, kinder, more empathetic person because of my life's unique journey. One traumatic event in my life led me to do my own forgiveness work. Now I can help others find their peace through forgiveness. Many years ago, going through a rather contentious divorce led me to the career that I have today and to helping others resolve unhealthy conflicts in their lives. And it also led me to a beautiful, loving, and precious relationship. So from that perspective, I'm really grateful for all aspects of my life, and even the challenges or gifts. So part of evolving is self-care. And Smith offers a holistic approach to the practice of self-care that encompasses body, mind, heart, and spirit. Physically, we know that our bodies are our temple. They are the physical home of our divine selves. In our modern world, we face two challenges that Jesus did not: cars and fast food. Jesus walked everywhere he went, and he ate the original Mediterranean diet. So consider how we care for our sacred temples. It may be helpful to move our bodies, to get plenty of rest, to laugh, to do something fun, and to eat more veggies. Caring for our minds may take the form of reading, talking with others, or listening to podcasts, really just doing anything that keeps us sharp and aware. And tending to our hearts helps us to heal our emotional selves. Doing our shadow work is a step toward inner healing. Remember, shadow work involves uncovering those unconscious aspects of our personality that we may want to reject or ignore because they're either too painful to confront, or bringing them up brings up things that we would just as soon leave in the past. But I know from experience that avoiding them simply does not make them go away. Doing our shadow work helps us to transform our unconscious knee-jerk reactions to situations. It helps us with our personal growth, and it helps us to reclaim our power. And spiritual practices we're all aware of: meditation, prayer, quiet time, positive thoughts and affirmations, and that support and connection. The practice of prayer and meditation, the practice of going within. Growing up, I don't know about you, but growing up in the church where I went, I would never have considered myself to be divinity in action. I would never have considered that I am a spiritual being having a human experience. I thought I was powerless to change anything. Oh, I could ask through those begging prayers, but any changes had to be granted by this mysterious presence that was outside of myself. So, once upon a time, all humans were gods, but they appeared to abuse their divinity. So the Brahma, the chief god, decided that he would take their divinity away and hide it from them. But where? The Brahma called a council of all the gods to help him decide. One suggested that it be buried deep in the earth, but the Brahma decided against that, thinking that the humans will dig in the earth and they'll find it. Another suggested that they sink it in the ocean. Well, the Brahma said they might learn to dive and then they'd find it there. Someone proposed taking it to the top of the mountain, but the Brahma nixed that as well, saying that sooner or later they would eventually climb every mountain. The gods gave up, thinking that there was no place in existence that the humans would not eventually reach. The Brahma thought about it, and he said, I know what we're going to do. We will hide their divinity deep inside of their own beings, for the humans will never look there. All the gods agreed, and the deed was done. And since that time, humans have been going up and down the earth, digging and diving and climbing and exploring, searching for something that is already within us. It seems so easy to look for the answers out there, but the answers aren't out there. All of our answers, all of our guidance, everything that we need is available to us simply by going inside, by going within. And much like the butterfly breaking away from the cocoon, we have to do these practices on our own. No one can help us with that. Changing our thoughts and changing our life is also part of evolving into that higher spirituality. And when Reed Tracy, the CFO of Hay House Publishing, was asked to share some of the best advice he'd ever been given, the first piece of advice was from Louise Hay herself, and she said, "It is only a thought, and thoughts can be changed." And the second piece of advice was very similar. It's from Wayne Dyer, and he said, "You change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." Did you know that we have about 10,000 thoughts every day? And so many of those thoughts are negative. Sometimes it's not just the world outside that seems full of negativity, but also our own minds nudge us to think the worst of ourselves. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. And the real truth is that we are spiritual beings. The power of God is within each of us. And we can either choose to ignore it, or we can choose to acknowledge it and evolve to our higher selves. So there was once a king who had a close childhood friend, and that friend had a habit of looking at every situation, positive or negative, and saying, "This is good." One day, the king and his friend were out hunting, and the friend apparently did something wrong when loading the gun for the king, because when the king fired it, he blew his thumb off. And the friend remarked, "This is good." To which the king said, "This is not good." And he sent his friend to prison. About a year later, the king was out hunting, and cannibals captured him and took him to their village. They tied his hands, stacked the wood, and bound him to the stake. However, upon closer examination, they realized that he was missing a thumb, and they never ate anyone who was less than whole, so they released him. The king returned home, and he was really remorseful for sending his friend to prison. He went to the prison to see his friend, and he told him what happened in the village. He said, "You were right. It was good that my thumb was blown off." He apologized for sending him to prison, but the friend responded, "No, this is good." The annoyed king said, "How can this be good? I sent my friend to prison for a year." The friend responded, "If I had not been in prison, I would have been with you, and I still have my thumb." Sometimes it's really helpful for us to see the positive, like the king's friend, even when the world seems to be hopeless. I know for me, if I allow my mind to focus on the negative, I can conjure up all sorts of nefarious outcomes. But when I'm mindful of my thoughts, I can shift them from doom and gloom to the promise of brighter days ahead. And for me, affirmations are a key. They allow me to immediately shift my thinking from positive to negative, or from negative to positive, hopefully, and to stay centered, even in unsettling times. I read this quote by Tia Walker. She says, "Affirmations are our mental vitamins, providing supplementary positive thoughts we need to balance the barrage of negative events and experiences." And affirmations are not just touchy-feely, cheerful phrases. Again, our thoughts and our words are so powerful. Affirmations for me give me the opportunity to immediately shift my mindset and shift my focus. They don't replace the practice of prayer and meditation, but if I'm in a meeting with someone who is appearing, at least to my human mind, to be obstinate, I can't stop the meeting and pray and meditate to shift my awareness to kind and loving thoughts. However, what I can do is to silently say an affirmation that helps me to look at the world through their lens. And then the next part of this is the transformative practices for spiritual community and the support and connection that we have. Smith says that the goal of a transformative church is to create a community where we can accelerate our spiritual growth, where we encourage one another to evolve and to deepen our spirituality. Sound like any place you know? Yes, this loving spiritual community of Unity of East Louisville is a place where we encourage, we uplift, and we support one another. We practice prayer and meditation that helps center us. The Daily Word provides positive messages of hope. We listen to fantastic and motivating talks. The music is always powerful and heartfelt. There are classes we can attend. There are workshops we can attend. There are Friday ladies' lunches. There are the Saturday men's groups to get together. And we get to hear a funny dad joke or two from Tracy. Every time I'm here, I evolve. Every time I'm here, I am lifted to a higher state of consciousness where I know my connection with Spirit and with each of you. We not only say wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you're welcome here. We embody that. We live it. We inspire transformation through love, joy, and integrity. When I'm here with you, my heart is joyful and I am at peace. I've probably told you this before, but one of my favorite quotes is by Gandhi, and it is, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." As a spiritual community, we practice our principles, and we are the change that we want to see in the world. So this final chapter in this book is Jesus' most astonishing statement. You are the light of the world. So consider that we are the light of the world. We don't have to become the light of the world. We don't have to do anything to be the light of the world. We are the light of the world. But what does that mean? What does it mean to be the light of the world? In part, it's showing up as acts of kindness. It's not judging other people for the way they look, think, or live. It's loving and accepting others on this journey, even if their path is different. And it's recognizing our connection to one another. It takes more than one drop of rain to create a river, and individually, a single raindrop cannot make the river flow. But together, the drops are powerful. One star can't light the sky, but all the stars working together with the moon can illuminate the path forward. It takes a gazillion blades of grass with their roots intertwined to provide the solid foundation of the earth. Being the light of the world means knowing that we are connected. Alone, like the single star, the drop of rain, or the blade of grass, we can only accomplish so much. However, when we recognize our unity and when we work together, we are stronger, we are brighter, and we are infinitely more powerful. So what can we do to let our big light shine? How can we really understand and know and live the truth that we are the light of the world? We can choose love over fear-based judgment. We can ask for guidance when we feel blocked or disconnected. We can remember that we are all connected to one another. We can shift our thoughts and raise our vibration from negativity to peaceful and positive thoughts. And we can do small acts of kindness, even if it's sharing a smile, opening a door for someone, letting someone in traffic, or just sitting and listening. I know for me, when I embrace positivity and love, I transform not only my life, but also those around me. Every choice that I make, no matter how small, sends energy out into the universe and has the power to make a difference in this world, way beyond what I can see with my physical eyes. My decisions and my choices for how I shine my light have the potential to touch someone else's life and make their world a little brighter. And some may ask, well, what about those people? You know, the ones who seem to choose hate and discrimination and judgment and revenge. They're on their own evolutionary journey. If I dwell on judgment and revenge, that begins to define my existence. That is not my calling. That is not my mission. That is not what is mine to do in this world. When I find myself sinking into that lower vibrational energy, I remind myself of an affirmation by Wayne Dyer. He says, I am a divine creature. I choose to stay connected to the divinity in all my thoughts and all my actions. And there is actually science behind these practices. Our brains are fascinating and powerful, and they can be rewired to change our responses to experiences and challenges. When we meditate and pray and say our affirmations, we are creating new positive patterns in our brain so we will respond differently. And what's fascinating about that, there's a whole science, I won't bore you, but what's fascinating about that is these practices start to change your brain after about 30 days, so it doesn't take all that long. By choosing to see the good, by looking for the lesson or the gift in the challenges, by extending kindness to others, I can create, you can create, we can create a ripple effect that spreads joy and compassion. We can create a world where people feel loved and connected. When I go within and when I listen to that still small voice, I am guided to be the change I wish to see in the world and to do what is mine to do. The power of this spiritual community intensifies the light that we shine. Every time I'm here, I feel that sense of support and connection with all of you. You are such beautiful souls, and being in your presence raises my vibration. We can change the world one bright light at a time. Remember, we are the light of the world. We shine our light when we find and when we share our purpose, our courage, our strength, and our wisdom. We shine our lights through acts of kindness and sending positive, loving energy out into the world. We don't all shine the same, but we all shine. So thank you for making my path a little bit brighter. Thank you.
An act of kindness. In practice. Thank you for that message. It's beautiful. I had the pleasure of singing this song. Rodney Crowell actually had written this song. Anyone of you are familiar with Rodney Crowell, he's a great songwriter. He was married to Roseanne Cash along the way. I got to sing this with my late brother Mickey many times. I don't drink as much as I used to. Lately, it's just not my style. And the hard times don't pass like they ought to. They pass quicker, like when I was a child. Somehow I've learned how to listen to the sounds of the breeze dying down. The magic that morning is bringing. There's a song for the life that I have found. Keeps my feet on the ground.
They are so heavy, Lord, they blow like a breeze through your mind, and no one appears
place my feet on the ground.
Beautiful music and a beautiful talk, love, light, joy, integrity. That's why we're here at Unity. We are that hidden message that God is giving out to the world. We're here, and people are going to find us because we're here waiting for them. Anyway, thank you to our speaker and our beautiful musicians. And now it's time to take your offering in your hand, and let's say the blessing together, and think about it as we say it. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
This morning, we thank you for all these blessings in these bags. We see the energy from these givers and from the people who receive. We see blessings that multiply and go beyond their scope of existence and make our world a better place. For that, we say thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is a representative of one of our chaplains who are here to pray with you. The rest will come forward at the end. And now we're going to say the peace song, the prayer for protection, The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is.